The itel smartwatch Fit 020. How do you charge this? I'll just show you that before I show you how to connect it to the phone. Here's a charger. Of course, it doesn't come with a charging brick, only the cable. Any charging brick with this type of USB port works. I have plenty of them. And you go. It's magnetic. There you go. So it's charging. But the time is wrong. Now, you can use the smartwatch without pairing it with a phone. But there is nothing in the settings that allows you to set things like time and all that. So if you want to get the right time and all that, you have to connect it to a phone, unfortunately. So let's do that. Go swipe down, pick the settings, and go all the way to about app download. You can see app download there. When you do that, you have to scan the code scanned, tap on the link, and then it opens a web page for you to download the app. Okay, open external app. So this one uses the iPulse app. So I already have it installed on my phone, and it has found it. itel ISW 020. I tap that. It takes a while. Okay, confirm the binding. Yes. You can see 7:38 time. The time has changed to 7:38. So now we have Bluetooth pairing request, pair, allow access to contacts, allow. So now the proper time is showing, proper date is showing, it's fully paired with the phone. You can change the settings as you like. 24-hour time format. I prefer 12-hour time format. Stand reminder. Yes, I want that. Weather, temperature, all day heart rate monitor. I'd like that. Of course, this will drain battery much more, but I'd like to monitor aspects of my health. You can set up push notifications. When you get a WhatsApp message, you get a notification here, or YouTube or Telegram, whatever you want, you can do that. Let's do WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Bluetooth calling, you can set that up so that you can make calls directly from the phone. I don't want to make calls directly from the phone. I'm not a fan of phone calls, unfortunately. Call notifications, yes. If a call is coming in on the phone, you want to be notified here. Sure. Smart alarms. Do not disturb. Camera control. If you want to be able to press this to take pictures, it's good for when you need to take a selfie, you have set up a tripod for yourself, and you're some distance away from the camera. You can actually use this to take selfies and whatever else you need to take. Let me see. Was my timer on here in the phone? No. So it just uses the timer by default. Okay. So back to the iPulse app. SMS quick replies. You can pre-configure some message replies to incoming SMS. Because it's difficult to type here, you do all your typing here. Can't take a call now, we'll call back, that kind of a thing. So that when an SMS comes in, you are unable to use your phone or far away from your phone, you can quickly respond with one of them directly here on the smartwatch. Device update. The device has been updated to the latest version. So it supports pretty much everything that other smartwatches support, which is nice. The battery is currently at 78%. You can change the watch face. Fortunately, I like this watch face. I really like it, and I think I'm going to keep it. I have looked at others here, and I still think this default one is the best for me, so I'm keeping it that way. What other things can you do with the app? You can put in your personal information, set background running of app notifications and all, monitor your steps, calorie. The accuracy varies, but these things, for the most part, is to give you an idea of how you're doing. That's it. It's pretty easy connecting it to your phone. This is not even an itel phone. This is a Samsung phone, and it's connected so easily. It's a good one. Now that I have connected the smartwatch to my phone and the time and date are properly set, everything is in place, we can start measuring my vital health statistics. I've had it on me now for several minutes and it's displaying my blood pulse. I've burnt 28 calories there. Today's Friday. I have taken 483 steps, etc., etc., etc. But let's dive deep. For activity, pretty much it's presenting the same information on the home screen, but in a more detailed manner here. And then I had this on briefly when I don't remember. I think this was last night. Yes, this was last night, 11:08 p.m. It's recorded about 56 minutes of sleep. It's showing my heart rate here again, maximum 110, minimum 58. Cool. And then SpO2. SpO2 measures a rough approximation of the amount of oxygen in your blood. Looks like I have plenty, 99%, maximum 99, minimum 99. Yay. Any more details? Well, it's been measuring it for just a few minutes. I hope this is accurate. If it is, great to know. I'm getting more than enough oxygen, right? This is a stress meter. This is good if you are in high stressful situations often. This should help you tell how far gone you are. Yeah. And then, of course, also, this is a weather widget that tells you what your weather is likely to be like. Who needs the weatherman anymore? There's an app for that. And that looks like all the widgets available. This works well. As mentioned, these figures are not 100% accurate. They just give you a fairly good idea of what's going on in your body and use that to guide yourself in matters of your health. Oh, yes. And remember that when I connected this to my phone, I set up WhatsApp notifications. Yes. So from a home screen, if you swipe up, you see your WhatsApp notifications. Of course, when the notifications come on, it flashes on the phone. It doesn't give you access to read the messages, but it tells you how many messages you have waiting, which is good enough. And then you can clear all of them. That's it, people. The itel smartwatch Fit 020. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions about this device. I'll try to provide useful and helpful answers as much as possible. Please like the video, follow my channel, turn on your notifications. I'll see you in my next video.